Good afternoon, everyone. We want to go ahead and get started. This is indeed a very special occasion today as we engage in this presentation and this dialogue regarding our StormReady recognition and accreditation. We have several guests. Just want to introduce them. So Rick Shanklin, to my right, is the acting meteorologist in charge from the National Weather Service here in Paducah, Kentucky. The StormReady McCracken County Emergency Management, Jerome Mansfield, director. The importance of a StormReady supporter, Jennifer Rucavina, a WRN ambassador and meteorologist. StormReady presentation, Pat Spoden, am I saying that right, Pat? Pat Spoden, I am. Science and Operations Officer from the National Weather Service. I'll have a response, and then Rick Shanklin would come with us with closing remarks, and I'll have additional remarks. At this juncture in time, please let's welcome Rick Shanklin to the podium. Rick.
Thank you, Dr. Reese. Good afternoon, everybody. Great to be here. It's so nice when we get out and get to do these type of things rather than be out doing storm surveys and those kind of things. So, as Dr. Reese said, we are gathered here this afternoon for this very special occasion to recognize and celebrate West Kentucky Community and Technical College as a StormReady supporter. An organization such as WKCTC stepping up and becoming a StormReady supporter is important. And it's part of NOAA's and the National Weather Service's initiative for a weather-ready nation. Over 90% of presidentially declared disasters are weather-related. And the total economic loss from severe weather in our country is more than $50 billion a year on average. So very costly. And our region, of course, is no stranger to severe weather. We only have to think back here locally to March 14th when we had a tornado that did tremendous damage right here in McCracken County and passed within about 2 miles of the campus here. So that in itself speaks to our severe weather risk right here in our region. So what exactly is a StormReady supporter, or what do they have to do to achieve this today? A StormReady supporter is any organization, business, college, et cetera, that is actively engaged in weather safety and preparedness. But there are specific criteria. And here's just some brief insight into some of those criteria required to become a StormReady supporter. Communication of severe weather information is key as far as the criteria. There must be a specific level of communication ability to both receive and to send out that critical weather information. For example, that would include the reception of warnings here at the campus, including like through no-weather radio, cell phone alerts, and very importantly, is an efficient way to get that information out to all the students, to all the faculty, all the staff here on the campus. And for the campus here, that dissemination tool is called SNAP, Safety Notification Alert Process. Other StormReady supporter criteria or requirements include having a severe weather action plan, which includes sheltering, having those designations in place so when severe weather does occur, they can be taken, everyone can get to the shelter quickly. Back on March 25th, I got to see a lot of the campus when the WKCTC Vice President of Operations, Shane Nolan, and myself went through different buildings, both here and then on the campuses on the north side of Mayfield there. We came into the different buildings. We visited Kevin Neal over in the Emerging Technology Center, for example. And that is a reason, part of the reason that the campus is now one of the 3 higher learning education facilities in the National Weather Service Paducah 4-state, 58 county coverage area that has now been added to our StormReady family. So hopefully that has given you a little bit of an insight into things that go on to bring the campus to this day. And that started, by the way, Shay and I were talking last year, and there were some obstacles along the way getting there, including severe weather. where we had to delay things, but hey, we got there in the end. So with that, I'd actually like to yield the podium, and we didn't have Pat Hardesty planned, didn't know if he would be able to be here or not, but we're very lucky that he was able to come down. So I'd first like him to come up and say a few words, and then we'll continue with Jerome Mansfield right after that. So, Pat?
Thank you. My apologies for not being on the program, so I'll be brief for your sympathy. On behalf of KYEM, I want to extend a congratulations to the campus and the facility. Rick and I work together doing this all across Western Kentucky. We consider the National Weather Service a great business partner for Kentucky Emergency Management, and they offer a lot of opportunities, as Rick said, notification and awareness. And an example that we use as an agency and how the National Weather Service helps us and the StormReady Nation is National Weather Service chat. We get a lot of information off of a chat group that Rick works diligently in this area to keep people informed. Now, I am substituting in this area. It's a 12-county area for KYEM. I cover 12 counties to the east. So my goal in this area is to use you people. I use you folks down here as a barometer. Usually what hits down here is coming my way in the other part of the state. So by having good business partners like the National Weather Service, you folks down here help the rest of the state be prepared. But congratulations on your StormReady. It's a great achievement. We at KYEM support it and are a proud sponsor of the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pat. It's my privilege to serve as the mayor and judge executive's emergency management director for Paducah and McCracken County. And I'm also doubly proud today since I'm a graduate of this institution and in my 12th year as a adjunct instructor where I teach intro to emergency management in Gary Reese's criminal justice program. I also bring the commendation from Mayor Harless and Judge Executive Clymer for this award. Their priority is the public safety, and when I briefed Judge Clymer this morning, he relayed his thanks and appreciation for what the college has done in achieving this award. Security and safety is a priority. It's probably the #1 priority across campuses in our current state and society, and a lot of that's focused on human-related incidents, but we cannot ignore natural disasters and the impingement and the effect they have on our campuses. So I commend also Shay Nolan and David Wallace for the program they have put together and how they've integrated it into the community's response program. David's an active member and meets monthly with our local emergency planning committee that consists of city and county and business and private organizations and agencies that discuss preparedness and write emergency plans. And then they've invited me several times to the campus here to be part of drills and to evaluate and make comments and be part of the response apparatus here, which has been very successful. The March 14th tornado was a great reminder as it went over a preschool just west of here at Mount Zion and headed toward the west part of Paducah and then exited over into Illinois. And whether it's a preschool or a college campus, preparedness is very precious to all of us and very important and should continue to be our priority. So congratulations on this noteworthy achievement, and we look forward in the local city and county government to working with you further. Thank you.
One of my favorite sayings is a community prepared is a community strong. And it really does take an impressive checklist to get this honor today. And I'm really proud that the college campus here has decided to make our community stronger in this way with the support of many in the community. And I know it took a lot of hard work to get to this distinguished honor today. One thing's for certain, our region is no stranger to extreme weather, and disasters, and that's something that probably will never change, unfortunately. But being stronger and better prepared is going to make us much stronger in the long run. We saw that after Winter Storm '09. We saw the community come together, and it's those instances that should springboard us forward to do things like this so that we continue that tradition in our region. So congratulations, and this is everybody's success. So thank you and congratulations.
Okay. Sorry. And now it gives us great pleasure to announce that today, Tuesday, May 14th, 2019, West Kentucky Community and Technical College is being publicly recognized by the Western Kentucky StormReady Advisory Board as having officially met all the national requirements for certification as a StormReady supporter. This is truly quite an accomplishment. The accreditation itself lasts for 5 years from today, and you can extend it in 5-year intervals from that time. And it's important to stress that this is not something that we just walk away from. When we give a plaque, walk away, we're done. It's a continual thing, and we're going to work with West Kentucky Technical College to really, continue it and make sure that everything's set up. So at this time, it's my honor and privilege on behalf of the Western Kentucky StormReady Advisory Board to present StormReady plaque to Dr. Anton Reese, President.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
In addition, I would like to present the StormReady sign, which is a very visible indicator to anyone who's going to be on the campus that West Kentucky Community and Technical College is indeed a StormReady supporter facility and cares about the people that are here. So now I'd like to offer the podium to Dr. Reese.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that so much. Thank you. Thank you all. So I hold this flag very proudly. I want to take a brief moment, though, to just kind of recapture maybe some key points in the sequence of events. So I believe it was maybe last fall that Jennifer reached out to me about the college considering being part then of this storm readiness, which is I always love to do. Jennifer, I delegate to my team. And so Shay gleefully grasped and his team. Boy, we took off from there working with Rick, Jerome, et cetera. So I definitely want to thank you for being the catalyst that started this process, and then certainly for Shay and David and the rest of the team, again, working collaboratively with all our partners here as well, too. I was mentioning before we got started, there was so much press here, and Dr. Aiken reminded me, well, the weather's a really big deal. Well, weather's a really, really big deal, as referenced. Both the ice storm prior to my returning and certainly the tornado that we had literally outside of campus. And certainly we know that as leaders, the one thing for sure that keeps you up constantly is safety and security. And the unpredictability of the weather is really an art and skill and preparedness, as mentioned. So we gladly receive this StormReady Award. It is a continuous reminder and reiteration that we have to be vigilant with our security, safety, awareness, right, and the ways in which we operationalize it, and the reasons why these sort of opportunities will continue to take that to another level. The other thing I would mention, too, is that, we are on main campus. So we have 4 campuses, scattered around both in the city and in the region. So another challenge, too, is by way of communication, how do we keep everyone involved at the same point in time? And the different structures creates its own sets of challenges and opportunities. So it further reminds us as well, too, that WKCTC is dispersed regionally as well. And so then you have that impact, as you will, in terms of students determining whether to come to campus, to our satellite locations, the main campus, et cetera. So again, on behalf of the team here at WKCTC, we are indeed just humbled and thrilled to get this StormReady recognition, and we certainly look forward to ongoing collaboration with our partners. So if you can, give them another round of applause for being here today. Thank you so much on behalf of the team. So thank you all so much for that. And at this point, I will yield the podium back to Rick to bring some closing remarks.
right, thank you, Dr. Reese. So I hope we provided at least a brief glimpse into what went on behind the scenes to get to the point we're at here today, and all of the hard work that West Kentucky Community and Technical College, the system here, has done to achieve this great accomplishment of being a storm-ready supporter. Without the folks behind the scenes here at West Kentucky Community and Technical College, this would not have been possible. So I thank the outstanding leadership here from Dr. Reese and Shay, Kevin, David, as Jerome mentioned, all those that were invaluable in making contributions to make the campus here a storm-ready supporter. And we in the National Weather Service look forward to our continued partnership and in working any way that we can be helpful with the college here in the future for any weather-related concerns, because we know we're going to have them again, don't we? Just what's next kind of thing. So on behalf of the National Weather Service and the West Kentucky Storm Ready Advisory Board, I would like to extend a final congratulations and thank you all for coming to the ceremony. And we'll be glad at the conclusion here to take any questions that anyone might have. So thank you all very much.